If I told you that something as simple as what you eat each day could decide whether your legs feel strong and steady or weak and cramped at night, would you believe me? Most people think leg cramps are just an annoying part of aging, but the truth is, they can be a sign your body is crying out for help. Imagine this. Every single night in the United States, more than 12 million adults over 60 struggle with painful leg cramps that wake them up from sleep. Some brush it off, but others end up falling when they try to stand, risking fractures that could change their life forever. Let me share a quick story. Mr. Harris, a 71-year-old retired teacher, thought the tightness in his calves was just old age. But when those cramps got worse, he lost sleep, stopped walking with his friends, and even felt too tired to play with his grandkids. It wasn't until he made a few surprising changes to his diet that the cramps almost disappeared, and his energy came rushing back. Now I want to ask you, have you ever felt your legs suddenly lock up in the middle of the night? And do you think food could actually be part of the solution? Type 1 if you believe it's possible, or 0 if you think cramps are just bad luck. Stay with me, because in this video we'll uncover 6 powerful everyday foods that can make your legs stronger, ease those cramps, and help you move with confidence again. And while you're here, make sure to hit subscribe to Health 365 so you never miss out on the tips that could keep you living healthy, active, and free. When most people think about pork, they picture heavy, greasy meals. But pork tenderloin is very different. It is one of the leanest cuts of meat, almost as lean as chicken breast, and it is packed with high-quality protein that your muscles need every single day. In fact, just a 3-ounce serving provides more than 22 grams of protein, including leucine, the amino acid that acts like a spark plug for muscle repair and growth. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that older adults who get enough leucine-rich protein can maintain muscle strength up to 25% better than those who don't. That's no small detail when you want your legs to stay strong for walking, climbing stairs, or simply getting up from a chair. Even more, choosing a lean protein like pork tenderloin can help protect heart health, support stable blood sugar, and give you a steady feeling of energy that lasts well beyond the meal. It's not just about muscle, it's about giving your whole body the foundation to stay active. I think of a patient named Mrs. Collins, a 68-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She loved gardening, but noticed her legs getting weaker and her balance slipping. She also suffered from nighttime cramps that jolted her awake. When we looked at her diet, she was eating very little protein. Once she began adding pork tenderloin twice a week, the change was remarkable. Within a month, she told me she could pull weeds longer without her legs shaking, and her nighttime cramps had almost vanished. Her smile when she shared that story said more than any lab test ever could. So how does pork tenderloin help with cramps? Besides the protein, it is a natural source of thiamine, also called vitamin B1 and vitamin B6. Both are critical for nerve communication and keeping electrolytes in balance, which means muscles can contract and relax smoothly. Without enough of these vitamins, nerves misfire, and the result can be painful, unexpected cramps. If you are wondering how to bring this into your own kitchen, here's a simple tip. Buy a small pork tenderloin, season it lightly with herbs instead of salt, and roast it in the oven until tender. Slice it thin, and you can enjoy it in sandwiches, with vegetables, or even as a light dinner. It is a heart-healthy way to strengthen your legs without the heaviness of fatty cuts. And don't go anywhere, because in just a moment, I'll reveal a food that works on your muscles not just during the day, but also while you sleep. A food that might surprise you. Cottage cheese may look plain, but it is one of the most powerful foods you can add to your diet, especially if you struggle with weak legs or nighttime cramps. What makes it so special is the unique mix of proteins inside. It contains both whey, which is absorbed quickly, and casein, which digests slowly. This combination means your muscles get a steady stream of nourishment, not just during the day, but all night long. According to a study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, Older adults who ate cottage cheese before bed maintained more muscle strength compared to those who didn't, even after just a few weeks. Let me tell you about Mr. Johnson, a 72-year-old retiree from Florida. He used to wake up every night with sharp calf cramps, sometimes so strong that he'd have to stand up and pace around the room. He was also losing weight without trying, and much of that was muscle. When he began eating half a cup of cottage cheese as an evening snack, something remarkable happened. Within 2 weeks, the cramps were less frequent. After 2 months, he told me he felt steadier on his feet, and even his doctor noticed his leg strength had improved. What changed wasn't just the cramps. It was his confidence. The secret here is also in the minerals. Cottage cheese is rich in calcium and phosphorus, the exact partners that muscles need to contract and relax smoothly. Think of calcium as the on switch for your muscles, and phosphorus as the stabilizer. Without enough of both, your muscles may spasm or cramp when you least expect it. That's why calcium deficiency has been linked to more frequent nighttime cramps in adults over 60. So, how can you enjoy it? Try adding a spoonful of cottage cheese to a baked potato, mix it with fresh fruit for breakfast, or simply eat it with a sprinkle of cinnamon at night. It's easy, gentle on the stomach, and far healthier than late-night sugary snacks. And here's something you won't want to miss. While cottage cheese works while you sleep, the next food is a natural energy booster that fuels your muscles for the entire day. And it's probably already in your pantry. If your legs often feel weak or heavy halfway through the day, the reason may not be age alone. It could be the fuel you are giving your body. Sweet potatoes are one of the most powerful foods for steady energy and muscle health. Unlike white bread or processed snacks that spike your blood sugar and then leave you drained, sweet potatoes are packed with complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly and evenly. A medium-sized sweet potato contains about 26 grams of these healthy carbs, giving your muscles the steady supply they need to keep you moving with strength and balance. Research from Harvard has shown that older adults who eat more complex carbs have better endurance and fewer sudden dips in energy, making daily activities feel easier and more enjoyable. Sweet potatoes are also rich in potassium and magnesium, two of the most important minerals for your muscles. Potassium keeps fluids balanced and nerve signals stable, while magnesium is the key mineral that allows muscles to release after contraction. Without enough magnesium, muscles can tighten unexpectedly, leading to painful cramps that wake you at night or stop you in your tracks during the day. According to the National Institutes of Health, nearly half of older adults in America do not get enough magnesium in their diet, which is a hidden reason why leg cramps are so common after 60. The good news is that sweet potatoes can fill that gap naturally, without the need for supplements or pills. Preparing them is simple and comforting. Bake them whole in the oven for a warm, nourishing side dish. Mash them with a drizzle of olive oil instead of butter for a heart-healthy twist, or cut them into thin wedges and roast until crisp for a healthier version of fries. Their natural sweetness makes them satisfying, and unlike refined snacks, they actually work to protect your muscles while you enjoy them. Now let me ask you, do you believe something as humble as a sweet potato could really help prevent cramps and give your legs lasting strength? Type 1 if you think it's true, or 0 if you're still not convinced. And while you're here, remember to subscribe to Health 365 so you won't miss the next food that could make your daily life stronger and easier. Stay tuned, because the next food is a leafy green that provides nearly 1/3 of your daily magnesium in just a single cup, and it also helps blood flow to your muscles in a way that might surprise you. Most people don't think of leafy greens as powerful muscle food, but Swiss chard proves just how wrong that idea can be. This colorful vegetable, with its deep green leaves and bright red stems, is one of the richest natural sources of magnesium you can find. Just 1 cup of cooked Swiss chard delivers nearly 30% of your daily magnesium needs, a mineral that acts like nature's muscle relaxant. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can misfire, tightening up when they should be releasing. That's why low magnesium has been directly linked to frequent leg cramps in adults over 60%. Studies published in Nutrients Journal confirm that raising magnesium intake can significantly reduce the intensity and frequency of nighttime cramps. But there's something even more remarkable about Swiss chard. It is naturally high in dietary nitrates. When you eat it, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and widens blood vessels. This improves circulation, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles when they need it most. Better circulation means fewer cramps triggered by poor blood flow, and it also means your muscles recover faster after a long walk or a busy day. Think of it as clearing a traffic jam in your veins so your legs can move freely again. Cooking with Swiss chard doesn't have to be complicated. You can sauté it lightly with garlic and olive oil, add it to soups, or even chop it into omelets for a colorful, nutrient-rich boost. Its flavor is mild enough to blend with almost any dish, making it easy to enjoy regularly. For people who aren't used to greens, pairing it with a squeeze of lemon can brighten the taste and make it more appealing. Now I'd love to know what you think. Could adding a simple leafy green like Swiss chard really make a difference for your legs? Type 1 if you believe food can improve circulation and strength, or 0 if you're not sure yet. And don't forget to subscribe to Health 365.